Hey everyone out there in internet land, welcome back to Spectre Creative, the channel where we talk toys and pop culture and ideally some of the behind the scenes of them. All right, well, let's jump right in today. I do a lot of videos about Marvel Legends. What can I say? I'm a big collector of them. It stems from stopping getting toys in the mid 90s when Toy Biz was turning out those 5-inch figures, and that lack of ability to get them has now turned me into an adult collector who wants to fill that void, which is why I'm so attracted to collecting 90s era Marvel Legends. And in particular, I talk a lot about my X-Men line and my Spider-Man shelf, or my X-Men shelf and my Spider-Man shelf. What I don't really talk about is the third Marvel Legends line I collect, which is Infinity Gauntlet. Not the thing that Thanos had, but the miniseries. I got to live through it. This is my actual issue 3. It was really cool, actually collecting that month to month. Back in, 91. I think the very first 2 issues were mailed to me at summer camp. And then as soon as I got out of camp, I quickly got caught up and then got to wait for issues like 4, 5, and 6. So, that being said, the reason I don't show it, I don't really have it on display right now because, well, I wasn't sure how long it was going to take. It was taking years to even get just a sprinkling of figures. And what I mean by that is actually, I grabbed this issue deliberately because basically all of the heroes on this cover, and then the main villains, Thanos, Mephisto, Mistress Death. I'd love to get Eros, Nebula would be great. But really it was about getting this specific version of these heroes, which was just taking forever. I mean, it took forever to even get Captain America, et cetera, and Wolverine. But we finally are very caught up to the point that there's only a handful left. And I have some interesting experience working on an Infinity Gauntlet action figure or toy set, maybe we wouldn't call it action figure, Pinmates, right? Everyone remembers lovely Pinmates, these little guys. So we did a set of Infinity Gauntlet Pinmates, and it was amazing how I spent so much time professionally working with our designer looking at the cover, and we even found such weird, crazy coloring errors that are probably not even meant to be. I don't know, there's something on She-Hulk. Yeah, her bracelet isn't colored in. I remember because we were going over the cover in minute detail, making sure that the Pinmates reflected that exact version. And we went back and forth too. It was how big to make Drax, how big to make Hulk, how big to make She-Hulk. And I'm really happy with how the whole thing came out. It was such a labor of love. Unfortunately, it didn't sell like a labor of love, but it was. Going back to the Marvel Legends now version, and there's a few characters from, I guess, ye old issue 3 that have yet to see the light of day in Marvel Legends, and I wanted to kind of address that because it's interesting with getting all the Secret Wars versions of figures. We're really able to kind of complete that iconic storyline. But Infinity Gauntlet, which was the impetus behind the first 3 phases of the Marvel Universe, even if it was in hindsight, or retroactively just worked that way. Well, we still need Quazar. Yes, we've gotten a really great Quazar. He changed his outfit 3 times in 3 years in the early 90s. They even advertised, look, it's Quazar in his final new outfit. That just sounds ironic into its own. But, yeah, it was... so it was the second to last one that wound up in Infinity Gauntlet, the one where he's wearing a mask. Chance of getting this very specific version of Quazar Marvel Legends, we got a kick-ass one with the Cosmic Starscape cape. But this one, alas, no. A big one is Hulk. This is Smart Hulk when he had, I think it combined Bruce Banner and Hulk and Grey Hulk. I forget. It's hard to keep up. The 90s just got weirder and weirder. But this outfit, I want to say he only wore during Infinity Gauntlet and the 2 crossover issues of his issues with this brown vesty pants outfit. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong about that. But yeah, I think this was just for Infinity Gauntlet that he wore this suit. And I love that we have making that Pinmate. I was yeah, cool. We made a figure of Hulk that's never been made before. But I want a Marvel Legends of that. It would be super easy to use the, existing Hulk body. Barely an inconvenience, we could say. All right. Let's see. Next up, well, we got Thor. That was the alternate head from the Thor versus Destroyer 2-pack for the Avengers 60th last year. lacked a little bip of deco, but it does cover the Eric Masterson version of Thor. That one I thought was also going to be just like forever waiting. Pip the Troll, a classic Pip, really. Wow, I mean, because the classic Pip and 90s Pip are the same Pip. Same with Gamora, even though Gamora was snapped out of existence for most of the Infinity Gauntlet 6-issue series. But yeah, so the only Pip, again, is that Pinmate Pip. I mean, we had a Pip in Toy Biz made one that was a Silver Surfer packing, but it's not the classic version of Pip. I guess we'll never get him holding his cigar, but which is a shame because that was like his thing. But I guess we get Wolverine and Nick Fury without cigars. We can deal with Pip the Troll without a cigar. All right, so other than that one, She-Hulk, also kind of a unique, it's not quite like the purple and the white. It got changed up a lot. The action figure that we just got in that Iron Man wave is not quite her Infinity Gauntlet outfit. And then I think last up is Cyclops. And this one's interesting because he is in one of his final X Factor outfits when he stopped wearing the skull cap and started wearing, I guess, what became the Jim Lee, headless or hair exposed goggles on face look. So again, going to your cover, you'll notice that, see, there he is in the middle. He's wearing the X Factor white with blue with white X. In the issue, he's wearing the blue with yellow X. And I remember in particular, again, going back to the Pinmates, we were looking at that like, ooh, so do we make it accurate to the cover or do we make it accurate to the comic? Because the packaging for the Pinmates was recreating the cover. And we went back and forth on that and finally decided to go with white, even though, again, in the comic, he's wearing yellow, which is also accurate to X Factor. He changed from, around like issue 64, 65, and then it becomes the yellow one. So also, Marvel Legends, we haven't gotten either of those. And they'd be such easy repaints. So, yeah. So, other than, getting more, cosmic beings, I'd love to, I'd take them on 6-inch scale. Again, we just put them all on a shelf together, kind of like that Galactus that Toy Biz did for the Silver Surfer animated series, when they just did a Galactus with a little surfer in a ball with water to make it look like he was floating. I would take that. I would love a Marvel Legends wave of all the cosmic beings. And then, round it out with Mephisto and, Star Fox, Lady Death, Nebula. And it would be nice to have the Infinity Gauntlet saga in action figure form, especially after, how much it's influenced pop culture. The fact that, you can go up to a child and say, do you know what the Infinity Gauntlet is? And they know, still blows me away. Because, growing up, that was just a thing for us geeks. All right, so there you go. That's the remaining. I hope I didn't miss anyone. I'm like looking at like my chart here, but yeah, I think I covered them all there. Awesome, so close, yet so far. We did get Fire Lord. That was one I wasn't expecting. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing, and I'll see you guys in the next video.